Assalamualaikum guys. It has been a few weeks ever since Khamzat Chimaev destroyed Dricus to Plessis to become the new undisputed middleweight champion. Now, I want to take this video to really look back at Dricus' career and how and why he is one of the most inspiring champions in UFC history and why his title reign was actually so legendary. Dricus du Plessis, this guy, like when you look at him, right, like the first thing you think about is his style and raw. It's so unorthodox, and one of the reasons why this guy is so popular is because his fights are amazing. Like he's probably like one of the most entertaining recent champions ever, probably, right? Because like champions who have lost recently, because his his style of fighting, like bro, like it's genuinely just Looney Tunes, like if you watched his fights against Adesanya, Strickland the rematch, and Robert Whittaker, of course, like those were like either they were absolutely dominant or they were very entertaining and also dominant, because like there's a moment in the Adesanya fight. It's like a frame, right? It's like a frame, like it just happened. In that moment, I'll show the picture right now on screen. That moment, like Iza Adesanya was like at his normal stance, and like Dricus was like this, like he was basically like floating or some shit. And like there's no other fighter in whose fights there's no other fights where you will ever see that, if it's not Dricus du Plessis. So that's just a good way to summarize like how funny Dricus du Plessis is in fighting, and a lot of fighters, right, like they especially champions, they come to fight, they beat their opponents, and shit just gets the same at some point, right? Because like they're obviously it's very high level, but they only rely on tactics and game plans and whatnot. But Dricus, oh, I don't, he said like, oh yeah, what will my opponent think about what will my opponent think about my game plan when I don't even know my own game plan, and that's so true when it comes to Dricus du Plessis, because you know in another moment of the Iza Adesanya fight, right, Dricus like went for a jab upstairs to Iza Adesanya, which he missed. Izzy's head movement is obviously amazing, which he missed, and then like his hand came down, right, but he went for a takedown, he shot for a takedown. Izzy's takedown defense absolutely zero, of course. So when he shot for the takedown, Iza Adesanya, like he fell for it, and he went down. And that was actually a very dominant takedown, because like when he went down after that, like he damaged Izzy a lot. So, and his fighting style is not the only reason why he's so beloved. Also, the thing is, he was a champion, during these days, having a champion who genuinely does not duck or that does not duck any contender or has no controversies is very rare. Obviously Merab Devarashvili, Alexander Pantoja, they are a few of them, but also we have champions like John Jones, Alex Pereira. He should have fought Ankalaev a while ago. I'm not saying he ducked it, but the UFC did not make it happen. Even Islam Makhachev, some would say, right? Some including me believe that Islam Makhachev ducked Ilya Tuporia to go up to welterweight to fight Jack Del Madlena. Just my opinion, it's not that deep. So what I'm saying is, right, like having a champion who genuinely like he was practically begging to fight Khamzat Chimaev after UFC 308, and that says a lot. And because in the press conference of UFC 312 was an absolute shit show, Sean Strickland rematch he obviously did not deserve. Here's the thing, bro, that was obviously an easy payday for DDP, and even when Sean Strickland when Sean O'Malley fought Merab in the debut, like Merab happily, I'm not saying Merab is anywhere near to be called a duck, but I'm just saying he took the fight, and he fought him, and he was saying that Sean is a worthy contender. However, Dricus did not do that. He was calling out Sean Strickland and Sean O'Malley, whatever. Anyways, Dricus said that Sean did not deserve the match and the rematch, and it Khamzat Chimaev was rightfully the fighter. When he fought Khamzat obviously fought in the safest way possible for Khamzat, and here's the thing, bro, he lost fair and square, and he admitted it. He's not some trash talker like, let's say, Belal Muhammad, right? Like who, like after losing, right, like even after losing his title, he's still allowed one. He still talks shit about all this guys. Nah. And when he was a champion, right, Dricus to Plessis, he was a very humble champion if you think about it, because he he was not this guy like Belal Muhammad, right? I'm just comparing the two because a lot of people say that Belal's title reign was inspiring, so I'm just saying like how uninspiring it is compared to Dricus' one. When Belal was the champ, right, he was with zero defenses, and with his first title shot, and after pulling out of his first title defense, right, he was calling out Dricus. He was calling out people like Dricus to Plessis, Sean Strickland, right? After UFC 3 he was saying shit like, oh, I think Easy sucks, Dricus sucks, Sean sucks, and that to me is like, like I guess Belal wanted to trash talk, but that's definitely not the way to do it, because as we have seen, right, in after UFC 315, DDP said that like he watched the fight, the main event, to see Belal lose. That's the only reason he watched, to see Belal lose. Like he was pretending like he kind of knew it that Belal will lose, and very satisfying ending in my opinion of UFC 315. And he's just right, even after losing, he was in the Octagon interview, he was saying, yeah, this guy tonight, he was definitely 100% better than me, no excuses. And he said a quote, a very important quote, like as if he was so good, as if he already knew what my next move was. That, like, saying, complimenting the guy who destroyed you at that level is absolute humbleness. Like, bro, like, you cannot get like more down to earth than that, honestly. And then he was saying I'm sorry to his African fans, and the fans were cheering for him, which was just, bro, like saying I'm sorry to the entire to the entire area, to the entire crowd, bro. Like, that's like like we need more of these types of people in the UFC. Fighters who are genuinely beloved by fans, and like fighters who we genuinely like who are genuinely good people. Like they, like obviously, yeah, they trash talk. Dricus is a dangerous trash talker, right? He made his Adesanya cry, but yeah, that good. He's a good trash talker, but at the same time, he is just so down to earth and so humble and such a nice guy. He's obviously like one of the baddest men on the planet, even to this day. And I bet you he most likely beats everyone in that. Like Imavov is right now, Nasruddin Imavov is right there, the number 1, right? I'm telling you, Nasruddin's grappling has not been checked, and obviously Khamzat will submit him. I personally think, because his ground game has not been proven yet, unless Khamzat wants to strike with him. But I bet you, if DDP fights Imavov, DDP easily wins. Honestly, I'm just saying it honestly. So yeah. Anyways, you guys make sure to let me know what you guys think about Dricus to Plessis' entire UFC career and his title reign, most importantly, and Belal Muhammad if you want. That's my something, guys. You guys make sure to let me know what you guys think, and inshallah I'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.